Hello. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm going live. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. This is just a trial run if I am live right now, guys. Um I wanted to let you all guys know also that I did figure out the premiere. Um I've got to wait 24 hours to be able to do a premiere or have a premiere. Um so I guess tomorrow evening I'll try to, well, not try. I'll have a premiere up by tomorrow evening. Um, thank you guys for the patience, and it's hard when you don't know electronics, and I definitely don't know electronics. But somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I know I didn't give anybody notice. I figured out how to go live, and I got excited and just hit it. I don't know. I apologize. I don't know how to. Let's see. Uh, okay. Hey, Haley. Cool. I'm still trying to. You can now pin. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, Ken. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. Just bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Okay, I see you guys. Yeah. I'm going to do a better job, Ken. I'm just trying to get the swing of things. And like I was saying, I figured out to premiere. I'm gonna do a premiere tomorrow. I think this time tomorrow it should be 24 hours. I guess whatever they said. I got to wait 24 hours before I can have a premiere. So I'll just wait on that. Well, and the other thing is it's raining hard here in Maryland, and it kind of it washed my evening out. So and hope everybody's doing good. Appreciate you coming on, Ken. I really appreciate it. Boy, I feel like a fish out of the water here. I've never. This is the first time for this. Where are you at, Ken? Or what state? Oh, okay. Wow. Gotcha. It was cold here all day. I mean, it felt like it could have like started snowing any moment, but and then all of a sudden it warmed up to like 52 degrees from like I think it was like 26, 27 this morning. And then out of nowhere, it just got warm. But they're talking about a pretty good snowstorm here, March 5th. They're saying in that general area. I think between the 5th and the 6th. So I'm hoping. I bet you do. Cryptic Crystal, hey, raining in Pennsylvania. Wow, not too far from me. Good to see you. Oh yeah, I bet they do, Ken. Hey D, Ken, I'm familiar with a clan down on the Chesapeake Bay, and I'm gonna tell you what, I've set eyes on that clan on the Chesapeake, and what I've noticed, I find a lot of teepees out on the marsh, and I've seen them out there 9.5, 10 foot tall from a distance, from like 100, 150 yards out, and I mean that was actually one of my first sightings, and I mean right on the bayshore. And I remember one summer there was a elderly lady that lived down on the bayshore, Deep Landing. She said she kept seeing a bear. Well, bears aren't in Maryland, and we did have. Now, don't get me wrong, we did have a bear work its way down, I think, through Jersey, Delaware, and made its way into Maryland, and then somehow either got across the bay from through one of the rivers, or I don't know how it happened, but um, I still say that lady saw, one of the clan members on the bayshore that I saw, just humongous, 800, 900 pound being. I mean, just in black with a white stripe. It was amazing. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Okay, D. Harford County, Maryland. Grew up there for life. Oh, yeah. You're not far from me. Oh, yeah. Man, this is pretty cool. I didn't imagine it to be like this. This is pretty. Even though I've been on here and gotten on other people's lives. It's not the same when you're doing it yourself, experiencing it yourself. I'm like a kid in a candy store as I learn. I appreciate all you guys coming on. This I never dreamed that I'd be this far. I mean, I'm so grateful. I go all over Maryland. There's not a county or a spot in Maryland I probably haven't been. My main areas I go to, I got property in Calvert County, and then I have a piece of property in Chestertown on the Eastern Shore. And I concentrate on those two areas, Chestertown and Calvert. That's Calvert County is probably one of my busiest spots as far as sightings, and I'll say Chestertown is too. Chestertown's right up there with Calvert. Yeah, it is. It's awesome, Cryptic Crystal. Yes, it is. Yeah, Calvert Cliffs is awesome. It's some of the coolest fossils, dinosaur bones. I found some of the biggest shark's teeth. Um, I don't know. I've seen them online and stuff, and I found them huge. I mean, like, I found a shark's tooth one time. It was like 4.5 inches wide by 6 inches long. It was, I forgot what it's called, a megalodon, I believe. And I donated it. But yeah, I'm like I was saying, I'm so grateful to have you guys on board with me, just experiencing this journey. I mean, every day it just gets better and better. What blows my mind is I hunted 95% of my life, and I just gave it up one day, and it wasn't because of a sighting. It just didn't feel right anymore. And right now, to this day, I take that as they were telling me that, and each their own, and everybody's, has their own opinion. But I felt like something was telling me, go in a different direction. Don't hunt anymore. It just wasn't fun anymore. And I did a lot of deer hunting and bird hunting, and honestly, to this day, I want absolutely nothing to do with hunting. I love I like to research. I like going out and researching and doing what I'm doing now. Well, now that I know how to kind of do this, I'm not going to keep you guys on here. I'm thinking about. I just got an idea. Maybe I'll get back on. I'll get back on later on this evening. No, exactly, Cryptic Crystal. That's I totally agree. I have older kids, 27, 28 years old, and they bow hunt, and no, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Um, I never was into the trophy part of it. Never, I loved eating it, and that was about it. Yeah, I can't remember, maybe two videos back or a video back. I went in to check on two gifting areas. I put two different jars of peanut butter, or two jars of peanut butter out, two different locations, and I had a wild experience. I mean, um, I was like locked. I couldn't move when I locked eyes on a being. I couldn't move. My heart raced really bad. My heart rate was really high. I mean, it was through the roof. It felt like, and I could. My mind was telling me to leave, and I couldn't move. And that was probably the scariest I've ever, the scariest experience I've ever had. My name's Billy, but yeah. Hey, Deborah, thanks for coming on. Forensic Mystics, thanks. Appreciate you. Yes, please do. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, you call me Billy, Bill. You call me anything but late for dinner. Hey, Larry. How's it going, brother? Thanks for coming on, buddy. Nice to meet you too, Deborah. Like I said, the only thing I'd like to ask of everyone that's on here, just bear with me. I'm still learning, and I am terrible at electronics. But I'm getting there. So just have a little patience with me, and I'll make it up to you. Yeah. There you go, Ken. That's how I feel. Yeah. I got a couple farms. Um, Thanks, Cryptic. I got a couple farms that me and a friend are getting ready to research, and they are full of everything and anything and everything you can imagine. And I will not go there by myself, but it's coming up. I'm thinking we're going to hit it this week, and just hang tight. And I'm getting ready to bring some really, really good content to you guys. Um, it's getting ready to happen. I'm getting ready to cut loose with a lot more content now that I'm starting to figure this whole operation up with the electronics. And I'm waiting on I ordered a new camera, which right now I'm very limited to how far I can zoom. And this camera should be in, I think, in a week or two. And when it gets in, I'll be able to reach out a lot further. So there's a lot of things I'm still trying to get straight. I do too, Larry. This is awesome. It's nothing like what I imagined it was going to be. I love interacting with people. I did it in my career, and this is awesome. I just hope I don't do it too much and drive you guys crazy. Oh yeah, man. There's a lot of different upstate New York, Long Island, Iowa. Oh yeah, a lot of gadgets. If we can get enough members, we can help you get it. Man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Appreciate that, Cryptic. I wouldn't even know how to begin or do any of that. I'd have to definitely get with you guys, and I just retired not long ago, but we'll keep that for another night of discussion. And but yeah, Cryptic, yes. Cryptic crystal, yes. Um, but yeah, hello. Goodings Auto. I've seen you on Cameraman, I think's page. Thanks for joining. Hello, this is Scott from Goodings Auto Repair, North Carolina. Okay. Ram Jams from down there. Tar Heel Bigfoot. Awesome, awesome. Billy, how long have you been researching, documenting the subject? Oh, Lord, not even a year. I haven't been in this field very long. I'm known about it. I've been having experiences for some time now, a few years now. I had a sighting in 2018, I think. I think it was 18. Um, very close, very close sighting. Like literally walked out beside me within 80, 90 yards to be exact. Yeah, yeah. Tar Heel is a good dude. What first got me interested? The sighting, and then a lot of unanswered questions when I was deer hunting and hunting. Period. I mean, I had a ton of things going on around me, and it was blowing my mind. It was, but I just could not. Well, first off, I grew up in a household that nothing like that was real, and you didn't talk about it. You just, if you saw something, you kept it to yourself. And I come from a large family, and my cousins and everybody my age and older, they would honestly, if I mean, I'd never be dishonest with you guys. They probably would have kicked my butt for just saying, "Oh, there's a Bigfoot over there." That's how crazy and how tight-lipped everything and everybody was where I was from, and or they would put you in a mental hospital if you even spoke that you saw a UFO, or you seen this big hairy guy walk through the meadow, or you know exactly, cryptic. Yep, yep. It wasn't aggressive, but I'll tell you what was funny about it. I was down on the Chesapeake Bay shoreline, and it walked out of a really like 12, 15-foot marsh reeds, and it stopped, and it looked everywhere but where I was sitting in a deer stand. And then as it was getting ready to walk off, it turned and looked at me, and it knew the whole time I was there. Once I seen it look at me the way it did, I knew all along it knew I was there, and it just blew my mind. And I didn't say anything about it up until I just started researching. And I told a couple people, a couple guys at work, I think that I was really close to, and I still am. Um, and the one of the two that I told, the one guy, he was all about it. He was listening in both ears. But the other guy, he just kind of chugged it off, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've heard about that," and he just changed the subject. He didn't want any parts of it. And why I said anything to him, I think it was just mainly because I was already talking to the other guy, and he was sitting there listening in on the conversation. Yes, times are changing. Yes, they are. Um, I found that out around here. I've actually been getting a lot of emails. I've been offering to be, to do interviews and to be other people's voices for the ones that don't want to be videoed or come out and talk to anyone. And I'm talking to older people in the area all over Maryland. I've done a couple interviews where they just didn't want to be on camera, but I've interviewed them, and man, the things that they've told me, from the 40s. I mean, I think the oldest goes back to there was a sighting. There was a sighting. A farmer told me that he had in 1964, 65, but um, he was born in the 40s, and he told me that he always knew that there was things out in the woods, and he used to do a lot of trapping with his dad, and they used to see crazy things in the marshlands, and it drew my attention because that's where I had my first sighting. And by water bodies of water is where I have 90% of my sightings or most of my action. And I don't know what it is about them being around water, other than I know you have to have water to survive. But I mean, even the salt water, I have just as much going on by the bay than I do anywhere. Oh, yeah, Deborah. Yep. That's awesome. That was almost 3 years ago. I just documented. Wow. Yeah, I think if I might have peed myself if I had paid more attention to myself, but I was paying more attention to to the being, you know. Yeah. I tell you what, the experience I had the other day was probably scarier than the sighting I had, because I don't, you know, we're used to having control of our bodies and our minds. And the other day, I didn't have any control of my entire body. Like I said, I was telling myself to leave now. Like mind speaking to myself, I guess, or unless I was hearing it from somebody else being mind spoken. Well, um, I could not, I was locked up. I could not go anywhere. And I was in a safe place as far as what I had on me, I felt, but you never know. I think if they want to do anything, they can do whatever they want when they want, if you follow what I'm trying to say. But I I'll always say, up until something else happens, the next thing happens to me. That's been the scariest time. Was I think a video or two back. You have to check it out. I think it says part two, checking the peanut butter or gifting. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, that was my scariest. And then I actually went home and dreamed, had a really, really, like, almost surreal dream about being there, sitting down, talking to the whole clan. Like they were sitting with me, talking to me. It was nuts. Wow, Deborah, that's awesome. And 9 times out of 10, you probably did see two. Oh wow, Cryptid, yeah, yeah. That is the video where I backed out. It took me like, it felt like a day to get myself together, but it was like maybe a couple minutes, and finally I was able. But when I did get myself together and I got myself to where I could move, I continued going in further, and then I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Back out, get out of here. And that's what I did. I finally turned around. Larry, I had a sighting 2 years ago in the forest with two Sasquatch. I couldn't believe what I was looking at, and I ran my ass off out of the. So I am a knower, and now the real. There you go, Larry. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. Cryptic. You could tell you were kind of off. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. My ears were ringing real bad. My eyes watered up to where tears were literally running out of my eyes. Not because I was crying, but there was something to do with my energy. I mean, it was super strong. Yep. But look, guys, I'm gonna like I said, this was a trial run. I'm gonna go ahead and step off here. But listen, I want you guys to know how grateful I am to have you guys come on. I apologize that I didn't give you guys more of a heads up. I honest to goodness didn't know what I was stepping into and what was involved to going live. And now that I know, we're gonna have some fun. I just hope I don't drive you guys crazy. Yeah, Deborah, most of the time I associate it with them. All right, Larry, you take care. And thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Ken, Deborah, Cryptid, you guys I really appreciate you coming on. I really do. D. Let's see who else come on here today. Tammy. Man, there's a lot of you. Goodings Auto. Tammy. Oh yeah. Man, I thank all you guys. I really do from the bottom of my heart. Without you guys, I wouldn't. I'm almost at 500. That's another thing. I can't, just unbelievable. I never thought I'd be past 25, much less almost 500 subscribers. Yes, Debbie. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And like I said, I'll give you guys a heads up. Pardon me, and maybe we'll sit down this evening and have ourselves a nice little chat on live again. Salute to you guys. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being supporters. And I'll see you on the next video. I do have a couple videos I may stick up that I had just sitting. But all right. See you guys. Thank you. See you on the next one.